Warning, this podcast contains spoilers, and The Matrix, and Cylons. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the ASOTV podcast for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, Season 4, Episode 15, Self-Control. There was none of that. I'm your host, Mike, and joining me is Chrissy.
Hello.
And Jacob.
We got issues.
And Rachel.
They all need a therapist.
Yeah.
Who needs a therapist when you have a crazy robot?
Who needs a therapist when you have multiple crazy robots?
How long ago did we all call that she was going to go nuts?
She's been going nuts. Like, we knew
I know, but we knew she was
From
just
the
gonna
moment she opened the Darkhold and it was printed out in binary.
Yeah, that'd be about the time.
I was about the time. Well, that time is here. I have a paradox.
The time is now.
Age of Ada.
It's like my prime directives are causing a paradox in my programming. It's like, oh, that's just wonderful. What are your prime directives causing the paradox? It's like, I have to protect your life at all costs and protect the framework at all costs. However, you are a threat to the framework.
You just gave me the answer. She proceeds to slit his wrists.
It's like, you just gave me the answer. Slice both wrists. Like,
I knew it. I was like, you're dead.
Half chokes, like upward choke slam him into the friggin' thing. Yeah.
I liked him.
He's a little nuts.
He was he wasn't even a bad guy. He was just the misguided good guy.
He was weird. Like, I don't think he was either.
But I liked him.
I think the problem I had with him in the end was the very last, scene he had with Ada. He just kept explaining things. I'm like, you've become the exposition person. Like, you just come out of the framework to give exposition, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So he was getting a little tired to me.
And it seems like every part that this actor plays the person that gets a little too greedy for his own good.
Yeah, somewhat. So, last episode we leave off with the knowledge that the team, for the most part, has been replaced with LMDs. And we are under the assumption that it is Coulson, Mace, Mac, and Daisy. Well, we were wrong about that, weren't we?
Yes.
Well, we weren't wrong. The computer was wrong.
The computer wasn't wrong.
Well, no.
Wasn't wrong.
The computer just didn't show.
How long has Fitz been an LMD?
The entire time.
Is it what I was thinking? Has it been the entire time?
It's very possible they could have just grabbed him with the others.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, yeah.
But maybe not.
I just like to think it was the entire time.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out when we get the real Fitz.
Mm-hmm. Cue this season's heartbreaking Fitzsimmons scene. We're overdue. It's episode 15, and we haven't had it yet, so here we go.
Well, isn't it always towards the end, a later half of the season?
Not always. Last season it was towards the beginning-ish. But, now... Yeah, that whole scene had me... I could not figure out... I kept leaning towards Fitz, but I'm like, no, what if it's Simmons? Oh my god. Hell, he had me convinced up until the whole stabby part.
Yeah.
I slit his own wrist.
I'm looking at him, bullshit, you're totally the LMD.
And then he slices his wrist and starts bleeding. I'm like, okay, they have blood too. And then he's like, oh, that's a lot of blood. It's like, did you cut the radial artery? I tried to avoid it, and it's like, And the way he's freaking out, stay away from me, and the look on her face, oh my god, this means I'm the robot. One of us is a robot, he's bleeding like a stuck pig. That means it's me, but I don't know it's me. I have no idea. Oh, let me go save him, because even though I'm a robot, I still give a shit about him. And then it's
No.
And then he just, grabs the gun, stabs her in the leg, knocks her down. Well played, RoboFitz. Well played.
No, not well played. No, you hit Gemma.
Yeah, no, bad RoboFitz.
Gemma was well played. That her Oh, that a whole time when she's crawling away, he's like, "Don't crawl away. Don't make it worse." Blah blah blah. And then
It's like, don't hurt yourself.
and dropping the engine on him. That was
clever.
Brilliant.
I mean, she is brilliant.
I can attest they weigh a lot.
Yeah, Gemma is. You mess with Gemma, she's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. She has that psycho side. She has that killer instinct. People don't think she does, but she does.
Now, she does have that killer instinct, but,
she's seen some shit.
She's seen some shit, and here she is stabbing the love
And not
of
on this earth.
not on this earth, too, exactly. Here she is stabbing the decoy of the love of her life in the chest over and over and over again. And I'm just watching this like, all right, Gemma, I get it. You've thought about doing this before. Like, we can totally tell. But
no, she hasn't.
No, she's not stabbing him.
She totally has. She's totally thought about stabbing him. Him and his 80-inch TVs and all that shit. She's.
I mean, I think she was definitely stabbing RoboFitz because he kind of spilled the beans that Fitz has been thinking about popping the question.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Which I think.
Why did you wait so long?
I know. I'm surprised he waited this long. I guess.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, he wasn't sure even that she wanted to get married.
Mm-hmm. All right, now let's talk about more creepiness. So we got Coulson. We got Robo Phil, Robo Mac, and Robo Mace.
Mm-hmm.
Daisy's not a robot, but there's a whole containment cell with 20 of them. 20 Daisy clones.
This is what I wanted.
That was interesting.
Why?
Well, he's like, Mac was like, "What? She's downstairs," kind of thing, and all of a sudden she wham, right. I mean, that would be freaky. You run into yourself.
Yeah,
you run into yourselves.
Like, hey, family.
But she did think out. She did think quick and.
Yeah, she pulled an iRobot.
Took her sports bra off and put it on.
Well, she had her sports bra.
Yeah, I was like, you're very lucky that you were wearing the same underwear as all of your weird.
Well, there's a reason why they gave her the clones those underwear, because those are the only underwear she wears.
No, those are all from her.
They're shield. They're shield issued. They're shield issued.
Shield standard issue. Yeah, we'll go with that.
She looks into her room. She's like, "Where are all my bras?"
Who's not stealing my bras?
Yeah, first hint that you're about to be replaced by an army of robots. All of your underwear go missing.
Right.
I'll keep that in mind.
Noting to self.
Unless you have cats.
Unless you have cats.
They like to take everything.
Yeah.
Her and Simmons, they meet up. Another,
oh God,
they hug it out.
No, Simmons didn't want to hug it out.
No, she
Not
didn't.
But
really, in the grand scheme of things, unless Simmons is heavily armed, real Daisy, robot Daisy, Simmons doesn't have much of a choice.
No.
If Daisy's going to force her to do something, Daisy's going to force her to do something.
But as soon as she did the vibration thing, both of them, you could just see them just they just relaxed. And they were
like, oh, thank God.
And they were just bawling. I'm like, shh, people are going to hear you.
Because, I mean, first thing Daisy does is pull up the security feed, and it's like, there's everybody standing around Fitz's body. So, I mean, that's got to freak you out a little bit.
And then they realized it wasn't him.
And then, Coulson and Mace decide to kill everybody in the room. That also's got to freak you out a little bit.
Yeah.
Again, so many issues that people are going to have. And
therapist! They need a freaking therapist!
Well, they had one. They had one. And then, you fucking whatever S.H.I.E.L.D. writers.
We have a question in chat. Devontae Smith says, didn't she take one from the other robots? She did replace one.
She might have.
She might have. That's a good point. She could have, just changed really, really quickly.
Well, all that was on the floor was like shirts, shoes, and pants. So, unless she was going commando. She could have been going commando. We don't know.
She could have been. Yeah, we don't know. And I'm not one to judge. Anyway.
If you want to go commando, go commando.
Mm-hmm. Robots.
Robots. Robots.
So, apparently we now know that Daisy is capable of one-on-oneing an LMD.
Yes.
One-on-oneing an LMD in, Mace's body armor.
I mean, she walked away real hurt though. So.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, she was sweating. She was sweating bullets, and literally got 2 in her. But we know she could take them on because she basically vaporized Max.
Not even that. Just
with her Kamehameha.
Yeah, exactly.
Splitting heads open.
I was proud of my mom. She made that reference.
I love your mom.
She mispronounced it, but I'm like, I don't care. You got it.
You got it. You made the Dragon Ball reference like every
it's okay.
nerd
You
did.
got a cookie, Mom. You got a cookie. I was thinking, it reminded me of,
We keep talking about desserts.
I'm sorry.
Cookies and cupcakes.
Like Double Dragon or something.
There's cookies
like
upstairs. There's ice cream upstairs.
Yeah.
I got.
She was like,
there's soft caramels right here.
I was just waiting to go.
Screw you, Mike.
I feel like this, like Ryu or Ken or something. But but she didn't injure Coulson.
No, well, Coulson got thrown through the glass. Mac had his face shredded off.
His head came completely off.
Mm-hmm.
Just in time too, because that bitch of a bitch was about to stab Gemma.
The bitch of the bitch.
Yep. It's like, see, there, look. Now I don't have to show you. It's like I was ready to show you. Now I don't.
Stupid S.H.I.E.L.D. interns.
The S.H.I.E.L.D.
Where do you come from?
I like her.
They're the red shirts right now.
They're the red shirts. They actually survived. Good.
I was training to fly the Zephyr.
You're going to try really hard.
Eager young space cadet.
He pretty much is.
Yeah.
Y'all remember those 2 random S.H.I.E.L.D. interns from the last season? And they got names, and they were in like 2 episodes.
No.
They don't name them anymore.
Well, you know what? I kind of liked them though. Like, if there's a S.H.I.E.L.D. intern that gets like a couple of sentences, and they actually, acting as any kind of intern is a hard job to do. So if you can, get the most out of the few lines you have, good on you, actor, people. So
I'm sorry, they don't even get names anymore. All I'm thinking of is this line. It's like, I swear to God, we go through minions like copy paper around here. That's got to be the S.H.I.E.L.D. offices.
Right?
They go.
To the writers' credit, though, they do give them names. They just don't give them speaking roles. Mm-hmm. Like, every time Coulson's like, oh, shit. Every time Coulson is like, you're with me, he says their name, Agent, like, I think the last one was like Agent Ramirez or something, but like, he says their name, so to their credit, they give them names.
Okay, so
you just don't know who they belong to, because usually it's just a group of people.
Yeah.
3 of you could be that name.
I mean,
we only share one name.
We had multiple different levels of AI takeover things going on here. We had the robot that is so well programmed it thinks it's human and can barely distinguish. That's May. Then we got the ones that can pass for human but really don't give a shit and will kill to finish their objective. That's the rest of them.
Yeah, they know that they're not real.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Xenopath Psycho Lady.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. In the beginning of the episode, they had me convinced that Daisy was an LMD. Mm-hmm. Because she agreed to bringing all of the Inhumans into one place. But she was just against that, wasn't she? Like a couple episodes ago?
I think she was, yeah, but after
her agreeing to that, I'm like, that's not Daisy, fuck that.
But I guess Daisy after seeing the base that the Superior has and like how they kind of their resources available, and knowing that there's an imminent threat, she probably realized, hey, getting them to the bunker is safe. Uh-huh. But I mean, that did kind of push me in the direction that she was replaced.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Speaking of the Superior, he gets a hack job.
What kind of Texas Chainsaw Massacre shit was this? Oh my god.
I know, right? She's all screaming. She goes, I heard music, boosts the endorphins by 3% or whatnot. And they're going to take a saw to your abdomen.
A 3% increase in your endorphins is totally going to block out the pain of a chainsaw.
It wasn't even a saw. It was a reciprocating saw. It was like something you cut through drywall with. If you wanted to cut like a window or something.
I have 2 of those at work. They cut through a lot of things.
I think it depends on the blade you put on it.
Yes, they can easily cut through bone. Don't want to find that out.
No.
This baby can cut through a femur in 48 seconds.
Well, there has been... Yeah. I watched way too much CSI at the beginning. That was...
Do you want to get my Atlantis reference?
Yeah.
No.
I do now.
Yeah.
I do now.
That's bullshit.
I love that movie.
And then I was like, when they revealed what she did to him, I was like, how is she going to make him actually come fight her? Well, she kept his head.
They're throwing a lot of thought experiments at us this episode. Like, the AI takeover. Now there's the brain in the vat.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's kind of the her missing link for... Well, actually, technically, May is the missing link. She's just been ignoring her. But it's the actual physical human brain projecting into this robot.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and, I mean, May was a complete imprint of her brain.
Yeah.
Ada wasn't. Ada was just programmed.
Yeah.
And
she's pissed off about it. She wants to feel joy. And all
Let me feel.
Let me feel feelings.
She's gonna implode. When she gets feelings, which, let's face it, she will, she's going to implode.
Mm-hmm.
She's not going to, she's not designed to take that load on. And let's face it, human feelings is a pretty damn big load.
Right. The Maybot showed that. Maybot. She completed her task. Her task was get the Darkhold. Apparently that was the only thing they put in her that wasn't May.
Yeah.
Everything else was pure 100% grade A May.
And after that, Ada hasn't cared about her. Ada's just been ignoring her.
And she's sitting there, with the detonator on a bunch of explosives. And it's just like, I don't want to die. I know I'm not real, though. And, neither are you.
I'm upset.
Yeah.
You're not the real him.
I want Maybot to exist still.
I like Maybot now. Maybot went through an arc, you guys. She went through
a
character arc.
She went through an arc.
A robot that went through a character arc, and then beep.
I want her to still be alive.
I do too.
She's like May, but
hey, the eager young space cadet flew the Zephyr out of there with impeccable skill. While the hangar was exploding under them.
Yeah, really.
Oh boy.
Give him a nice little
promotion.
boost up.
Yeah, give him a promotion. Give him a new lanyard with a new color and everything.
Now, the whole thing I want to talk about is the cliffhanger they left us on, the end of this episode. So, Daisy proposes some literal Matrix shit. Like,
the things, all the things.
We're going to hack into the framework. We're going to jack into it. And we will take over our counterparts' places. Yeah. And I'm just like, this is literally the plot to the Matrix right now.
Right.
Yes. Right. And follow me. Elena is their tank. She's the one who's gonna be in charge of making sure they don't, die. Uh-huh. Nothing happens to them on the outside. She's their tank.
Exactly.
And now, you know what? We were talking
about... Dozer. Tank and Dozer.
Yeah.
But we were just talking about a couple episodes ago about how were they going, talking about Ward and how they're going to bring him back.
Oh my God. As soon as she wakes up, it's like, she gets the text. Wake up your boyfriend. We're being called in. She's like, Lincoln. And as soon as she said Lincoln. Because, Ada went over this whole thing, how she altered so many different things. People's regrets are taken out. And I was thinking, well, this wasn't, true for Daisy and Simmons because Ada didn't put them in there. So these are just their counterparts they're taking over. The regrets are still going to be there, all that bullshit, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, wake up your boyfriend, we're being called in. She's like, Lincoln. And I just went, no, it's not.
And then you see the picture, and
then
you're
it's
like,
like
oh,
the slow
snap.
motion, like 10 seconds later, you see the picture, and I'm just like,
Don't laugh, it's not funny.
I know
And
it's
this is
not
how
funny,
you
but
bring back that actor. This
I
is how
love-
I'm not happy.
I love Brett Dalton. I love what he does in this show.
But I don't want to back this way. No, go away now.
I want Lincoln. I don't want you. You already fucking suck.
I don't even like Lincoln, but I want Lincoln back now.
It's like, I love
It's
this.
like we called it without really calling it.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Well, we thought he was going to be an L. Well, I thought he was going to be an LMD.
so
Yeah, we were like, how is he's dead? How,
I'm just going to go through it. Brian Griebel in chat says this is probably the best episode of the entire season. I kind of agree with him. I like this episode a lot. But anyway, going, so Coulson is teaching. Like, it's like, in humans, why do we fear them? So he's teaching some kind of like,
Ethics,
ethics or
maybe,
philosophy
like
or something like, or psychology class, something like that. Fitz is like some rich playboy, like wearing a fancy tux, getting out of a Bentley with suicide doors, with a very, with the fair hand of a maiden.
We don't know who the woman
It's
is.
not Simmons.
It's not Simmons because Simmons
It's not
is in a
Simmons,
fucking
but
grave.
great.
My heart
Yeah.
keeps breaking.
Why is Simmons dead? Why?
Question.
We don't know.
I have a question. So
Yes.
because Simmons is now going to inhabit her counterpart,
Is she going
and
to wake
take
up
her
in her
counterpart-
grave?
Zombie out of the grave.
or is she just going to be dead? Like, would this kill her?
Don't know.
I think she's gonna zombie.
Right, because she
Out
said,
of it.
don't die in there because it will kill you. So she
If she's
goes
already
in
dead.
to a already dead. I mean, she's probably going to zombie right out of the ground.
I think so.
But, I mean... Oh, and by the way, May is like, seems to be the director of fucking Hydra.
Madam Hydra.
Oh, yo, we were just talking about Madam Hydra.
We were talking about Madam Hydra.
Oh, and then Mac, he looked like he was back at home, and he picked up a
Yeah.
kid's bicycle, and we
Yeah.
already
Back at
know
home.
that his daughter. I wonder if his is like, his
He's
daughter
he's
actually
happily
living.
married and all that stuff, and his daughter lived.
Who are you married to? Mac.
Is
If
the
you
what?
are married to someone else, I'm going to get so pissed at you.
And
Pissed at Framework you. If you are married to somebody else, how fucking
But,
dare
you know,
you?
Probably
the
married
Tris-
to his ex.
the Triskelion
Yeah.
wasn't destroyed. There's, the old S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters with the Hydra.
But why is it Hydra?
Probably because the events of the Winter Soldier never happened the way they were supposed to.
No. I understand, but this is supposed to be like,
Their regrets got taken
Yeah.
away.
I don't see May going along with Hydra shit, right? That just me?
We don't know. We don't know what the circumstances are.
I mean, we can
Well,
assume...
after the whole thing at Bahrain, maybe that changed everything.
Yeah, like, the major regrets were taken away.
She's
so
been in it for a long time,
for
so
May, whatever her major regret was probably not being able to save that little girl in Bahrain.
Yeah, which we've already seen they changed that part of her.
The Coulson LMD hinted at, the fact that Coulson's major regret was joining S.H.I.E.L.D. in the first place.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
No idea about Fitz, but from
Or-
like the whole like fancy status there, he was probably some tech billionaire. He probably became the next Steve Jobs or some shit like
He
that.
probably never joined S.H.I.E.L.D. in the first place, never went to the S.H.I.E.L.D. Academy,
Yeah.
and never met Gemma.
Right, exactly. Who knows
Who
why?
is the woman in the car?
Who knows
Who
why?
that bitch?
Who
that
knows
bitch?
why Jem is
Who that,
dead?
who that bitch at?
Who that bitch?
Who that bitch?
And I'm guessing Mac, made more time for his family or something.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. He probably also never joined S.H.I.E.L.D.
It doesn't look like it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because he was a part of that. I want to know if we're going back, towards all these regret thingies. Bobby and Hunter, they're kind of. Notice how they're not in this show anymore.
Ooh.
Can there be just a little episode, just one, you guys, of them?
Good.
What are they doing? Is in this universe? Did they get their own show? Did that happen?
I don't know. as a kitty.
Came to visit.
Distraction Kitty.
Mhm.
Distraction.
So yeah, I have no synopsis for next episode. The only thing I know is that the title is "What If."
It's a month away, correct?
It comes out on April 4th.
Yeah. So it's
Oh,
a
for-
little over a month away.
The LMD arc is done.
And now we start the Matrix.
That's really fast, though. The LMD arc.
It comes
I feel
back
like
on.
So is the
We're not-
So is the
Yeah.
Ghost Rider arc.
3 arcs. This is unusual.
Yeah, no, but the Ghost Rider arc lasted the whole last half of the season. This is right. Am I wrong? Kinda. I don't know. I lost track.
It's like it feels like it's 2 separate seasons, so it's kind of weird.
It does. This.
My cat is watching you on my screen, just watching.
Yeah, because we got from this to this, and we started out with Ghost Rider. It just feels like there was a disconnect somewhere, but no. I mean, I have to keep reminding myself, no, this is all in the same season.
Yeah, it's like I said,
Yeah.
it feels like it's 2 separate seasons.
Mm-hmm. Was there anything
Yeah.
we missed?
Oh, I don't know. This thing was like all over the place. It really was, because you're like, no, who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
If Gemma's dead in the framework, then who was Fitz with in the car with? Well, Fitz was wearing a really fancy-looking suit in a really expensive car.
Very fancy.
I'm guessing it was... Yeah.
It wasn't Simmons.
Who are some eligible ladies or men in this universe?
Oh,
That
so it could just be... Yeah, it could just be random celebrity-loving gold digger number 7.
Oh, ew, I don't want that. Ew, gross.
I don't want
Fitz.
that either, but that's probably going to be the case.
Fitz, you deserve so much better.
Maybe it's somebody
But if
we know.
Yeah, if he didn't go to the academy, then he would never met Simmons.
Well, you probably never would have. You wouldn't have met anyone from Shield at all.
No.
Mhm. Anyway.
How do you think Gemma died?
I have no idea.
Mm.
I saw a couple of theories thrown
Maybe
around.
she became a field agent and not a doctor.
Maybe Ward never saved her.
Maybe
that
Ward
too.
never saved her when she jumped out of the plane.
But would that have happened?
Right. I saw a theory like, she got left on the alien planet, and I'm like, well, would she have ever wound up there if things happened differently?
Yeah.
Did she drown, like sacrifice herself at the bottom of the ocean to save,
But if he never went, but we don't know what happened. We don't know if they ever went to the academy.
Mm-hmm.
If she is stuck on the alien planet, maybe she's like floating in some weird void, like outside of because she wouldn't be in the grave if she was stuck on the alien planet.
But if she wasn't a void, would she die there?
I don't know. Maybe if it was outside any of the parameters of the framework, she could fuck with the code.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll find out what her regret is, and her regret cost her life.
Yeah. Just spitballing.
Yeah, it's just spitballing, but we will find out in over a month.
Ah,
Yay for long breaks.
why?
I don't know.
You do
Can't
too
remember.
many of these Shield.
Going what? Well, usually there's a reason why. Like there's some kind of stop. One time it was the Olympics, and one time was this that. So
Well, they're still filming,
Mhm.
so get your ideas out now. Maybe they'll listen.
Doubt
right?
No, they'll take your ideas and twist them into the most painful thing possible. That's what the Whedons do.
So do not. Okay, so do not let Bobby and Hunter back on this show.
Don't you do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't you do? Bitch, you tried. Bitch, you tried with Gemma. No, don't do that.
No, don't.
Anyway, that's our show. Cleo, where can they find you?
They can find me at Cleomoto on places on the internet like YouTube and WordPress and Twitter.
Jake, how about you?
You can find me here on YouTube at Jacob Salazar, or you can find me on Twitter. Tweet at me throughout the week, throughout the life, at ToNowhereland. That is TONOWHERELAND. Join the Nowhereland Society.
Yeah. And Rachel, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at VikingWitch76. I post pictures of this little guy a lot because he's kind of crazy.
Was Jacob actually drawn the entire time and we didn't notice? I didn't notice.
They're the same color.
Yours is the same color too. We gotta change that.
You can find me on Twitter at Thilligin right there. You can find all of us on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, MySpace, and YouTube at ASOTV Podcast. You can follow us at those places. For some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows, movies, and games. That is one persistent cat.
He's like, I'm done with my 15 minutes of fame, Mom.
Exactly. Thank you all for watching. Good night.